Last time, you saw us explore Ascension Island. This time, come with us as we sail from Ascension to Cabedelo, Brazil.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Good morning from Ascension Island. About two-thirds the way across the Atlantic Ocean to Brazil. There's our friends on Infinity right there. It is 6:15 in the morning on Black Friday. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. Many people are in line at Walmart. Well, no, not right now because it's still the middle of the night in the U.S. But we are gonna pull anchor and we're going to head west today to Cabedelo, Brazil, to the Paraíba River, and to the Jacare Village Marina. And that is where we will leave the boat to fly home for Christmas. It's approximately 11-day trip. It should be, again, pretty good, pretty easy sailing like we've had from St. Helena to here, weather-wise. Let's hope that all the little gremlins that went wrong on the way here from St. Helena, we have fixed. Let's hope that is the case. But anyway, it's boating, I guess. Something will always go wrong. Okay, engines are on. They're warming up. We left the anchorage at 8:15. You want me to read it to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say it on right now.
Our position is 07.55.117 south, 14.25.616 west. Well, it's the end of day one. We have our first little casualty. Poor little guy. Aww. Little flying fish. All dried out. He's a little guy. Okay. Bye-bye. This is something I think everybody should know about.
Here's Ascension Island right here. I'm not sure how close it'll focus. And we're headed directly west to Brazil. But you see all of these little white and yellow ships around here. This is illegal Chinese fishing. I'm told it's illegal. I haven't confirmed that. I don't really know how to, but these are Chinese fishermen. I can pull them up on the AIS. The yellow here's a good example. This yellow boat in the front, he is pulling these nets, and they have their nets on AIS. I can't tell if this is even focusing. Anyway, they have their nets here on the AIS, which is nice. Their nets are on. Look at this. Each one of these squares here. Each one of these squares is 60 miles. 60 by 60, basically, nautical miles. So we're doing our best to avoid these guys without having to go 200-300 miles south. So I've got, here we are. Here we are. You can see these two sets here I've got plotted. So this guy is that guy here. In this bottom row, I just plotted two of them. And we're going to try to get down and then turn in between. But that's dependent upon what they do. So if this guy, if he turns north with his nets, that's great. But if he turns south with his nets, not so much. And, of course, we are approximately 60 miles away from them. And that'll be in another 10 hours or so. And that's going to be in the dark. So it looks like I got to do some research to find out if this is legal fishing or not. Of course, it's international water, so I don't know who rules that body. But all those fishermen in one spot. People wonder why our oceans are dying. It's more than just plastic. I don't find any answer online as to whether this is legal or illegal fishing. But I did read that much of what China does in international waters is illegal. I put a link in the show notes to a New York Times article about Chinese fishing fleets in South America. But I think this information would be similar to this location. So that ship is the Indigo Lake. She is a cargo ship. I don't know what this destination is. BRRIG. Brazil? Somewhere in Brazil, maybe? Our the closest that she'll get to us is 2.94 miles in 12 minutes or 4 minutes. It just depends on my speed and my direction of my boat, but 3 minutes. So she's as close to us as she's gonna get, but she is going to pass in front of us. The Chinese fishermen are nowhere to be seen on this chart. These are the points that I plotted earlier, just their fixed points from boats yesterday afternoon. But the Chinese fishermen are all over the AIS on predict wind.
So I don't understand why they're not on our chart plotter. Something is taking my wind away, some of these clouds. So far, we have been really lucky with the weather. Haven't had any bad storms. These don't look bad, but the atmosphere is clearly unsettled back there. So I've got the radar on and I'm watching them, but they tend to be headed off here to the southwest. So today is Monday, the 28th of November. We have 766 nautical miles to go out of 1,200 and something we started with. If we continue at 5 knots, you can see how the time to go to the waypoint, how that changes 5, 6, 7 days, depending on what our speed over ground is. There's speed over ground there. So it's really exciting when we're going 6, 7 knots and it says 5 days or less, but really depressing when we're going 3 knots and it says 8 more days. So this is just to the northeast of us. Kind of coming our way, but it might skirt us. We'll see. It's quite possible it may go right by us. But I'm concerned about the winds because, you know, thunderstorms, they can go from 0 to 60. But I have informed our captain. Well, it's going just to the north of us. That's a good thing.
And after all of that, I'm left with a beautiful rainbow. I find it hard to stay productive out here, so I did my laundry. John did his a couple days ago. And we do them in these 2 buckets, but I didn't film myself doing it. I might have been a little grumbly. But soap and water in one, rinsing water in the other. And pin the stuff up here. Good morning on day 6. We have the waves directly behind us, so we're doing a little surfing. They're every now and then that boat races down. Oh, there's my bird. I see that bird, which I haven't identified yet, and another smaller bird that skims along the top of the water. We have 330 nautical miles to go until we get to the mouth of the Paribas River. And as you can see, that's anywhere from 1.5 days to 2+ days, depending on the average speed we end up going. We are in 16,404 feet of water. We have seen one ship, and that was about 3 nautical miles away from us. Once we get to the mouth of the Paribas River, we will come in and take this route down here to the marina at Jacare. John is sleeping and I am working on a video. Here's my chart so I can see it. Is this a booby or a gannet? They're very similar birds, and I can't get a close enough photo to tell the difference. For the second time today, I had to call one of these large ships and inform them that we were under sail, because they don't seem to realize that, and when they are on our starboard bow, they have the right of way, other than because we're under sail, we have the right of way. And they don't think about small sailing vessels. So anyway, he was very friendly, and he altered his course slightly. He's not going to pass us anywhere near as close as the Or China did. This is the Sea Victoria. A dry bulk dry goods. I think that's what it calls it. But this closest pass to her is going to be just under 2 nautical miles, so quite a bit further than this morning with the Or China. On the Atlantic Ocean crossing. We get to Brazil tomorrow morning. The moon is out. I believe that's Venus. Woo! I believe that's Venus that you can see. It's so bright out here.
Land home.
You see it? Oh, yeah, if there's a city over there. It's just too bouncy. Woohoo! Mark the time.
9:59.
9:59 GMT time, but that means it's 7:59 Brazil time.
AM.
Yes.
There's 3 boats over there now.
Glad we're all finally awake, because here's some action. Well, another fishing boat. The Brazilian Welcoming Committee. We're about 15 miles offshore. Ugh, too much movement. And here we have a tanker, the Pacha. Okay,
Hold the tack in.
as we near the entrance to the Paraíba River, it's time to take the spinnaker down. We don't have our act together, but keep in mind we are both still learning this sail and learning to work together as a team.
Okay.
Now the clutch is still open on this thing, so... And you want me to turn which way? The wind is directly on our stern pretty much, 170 that
Well,
way.
you want to turn it so that the wind collapses, so you'll turn out.
So that the wind is directly on our stern?
Yeah, and then goes around.
Okay,
You know how to collapse a sail, right? You go too far, it collapses.
yeah, I do know that, but I need to know how far to go and how far to not go. I need specifics. So come
Just
up.
far enough to get it to start to collapse,
Okay.
and then I can pull it down.
Okay,
And then,
and let the clue go free.
no. Just let it out a little bit. You might not even have to let it out. Just turn and until it starts collapsing, and you know, just pull her down quickly.
Okay, so tell me when you're ready to turn.
Okay.
Riding out the waves, all the ebbs and flows
This needs
used
to
to
let out.
bring me down. I'm stronger now. Used to toss me about. I'm wiser now.
I don't think this was the right way to do this at all. What?
Now, used to lose my ground. I'm wiser now. Used to toss me about. Wiser now.
I need to go the other way.
Ride it out. Ride it out. Ride it out. Learn to sail the storm. Knowing heaven there. Used to get knocked down. I'm stronger now. Used to toss me about. I'm wiser now. Ride it out. Ride it out. Ride it out. Ride it out. Ride it out.
Here, John is removing the sheet line from the clue and reattaching it so it will be ready for the next time.
Ride it out. Ride it out.
Pulling the slack on that.
you are hearing my frustration come out. All I have to do is remove one of the sheet lines from a winch and attach the Jenniker halyard to that winch. I don't know why that's taking me so long in this case. I do think we need a little help with some line management techniques. Believe it or not, this isn't the worst job we've done putting up or taking down the Jenniker. This guy is dredging the entrance to the Pariba River. Welcome to Brazil. There is music coming from every different direction. There's a couple who are getting married, getting their photos taken, maybe out on the pier. This boat's gonna photobomb. Next time, watch my close encounter and great conversation with the Or China, a 1,000-foot ship.